Ever felt overwhelmed by the barrage of information on intermittent fasting? You're not alone. With countless diet trends and weight loss tactics floating around, it's easy to feel lost in a sea of buzzwords and conflicting advice. But today, we're cutting through the noise and getting to the heart of one of the most talked about health and wellness trends, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, or IF for short, has been making waves in the wellness world, and for good reason. It's not just another fad diet or quick-fix weight loss scheme, far from it. IF is a scientifically backed eating pattern that's been studied for its potential health benefits and weight management prowess. But what exactly is intermittent fasting, how does it work, and more importantly, can it work for you? These are the questions we'll be answering in this video. We're going beyond the buzzwords to give you a clear, comprehensive guide to IF. We'll be debunking myths, clearing up misconceptions, and shedding light on the potential health and weight loss benefits of this eating pattern. So if you've ever found yourself scratching your head at the mention of terms like fasting window or 16-8, or if you've just been curious to learn more about this popular wellness trend, you're in the right place. So let's unravel the mystery of intermittent fasting, cutting through the buzzwords to the bare facts. Intermittent fasting isn't as complicated as it sounds. It might seem like a mouthful, but it's actually quite simple. It's all about cycling between periods of eating and fasting. In other words, it's less about what you eat and more about when you eat. So let's break it down. Imagine your day divided into two parts: the eating window and the fasting window. During the eating window, you consume your daily meals, and during the fasting window, you abstain from food. The length of these windows can vary based on the intermittent fasting schedule you choose. Speaking of schedules, there are quite a few popular ones. The 16-8 method, for instance, involves fasting for 16 hours and eating during an 8-hour window. This could mean having your first meal at noon and the last one at 8 in the evening. Then there's the 5-2 method, where you eat normally for 5 days a week and restrict your calorie intake to about 500 to 600 calories on the other 2 days. And for the more adventurous among us, there's the OMAD, 1 meal a day, where you fast for 23 hours and eat your entire daily calorie intake in a single 1-hour window. Now you might be wondering what's off limits during the fasting periods. The answer is pretty straightforward. You abstain from consuming any food. However, you can drink water, coffee, tea, or any other non-caloric beverages to help you get through the fast. Remember, the goal of the fast is to take a break from eating, not to starve yourself. Intermittent fasting is not about calorie restriction, although it can naturally lead to eating less. It's about creating an eating pattern that works for you. Some might find it easier to skip breakfast, while others might prefer to eat earlier and finish their eating window in the afternoon. So, IF is simply about when you eat, not just what you eat. It's about finding a rhythm that syncs with your lifestyle, your health goals, and your eating preferences, all while giving your body a rest and a chance to tap into its fat stores for energy. And that, in a nutshell, is intermittent fasting. Why would anyone voluntarily choose to fast? The answer lies in its potential benefits. So, let's break it down. Intermittent fasting is not just about weight loss, although that's a significant part of its appeal. This eating pattern actually promotes fat burning and calorie restriction, which can be more effective than traditional diets for weight loss. But how does it work? Essentially, when your body is in a fasting state, it switches from using glucose for energy to burning stored fat, kick-starting weight loss. But there's more to it than just shedding pounds. Intermittent fasting is also linked to improved insulin sensitivity, which can be a game changer for people at risk of diabetes. Furthermore, some people report increased energy levels, improved focus, and even better sleep patterns, all of which can contribute to a greater overall sense of well-being. Intermittent fasting could also be a potential tool for managing various health conditions. Studies suggest that it might help reduce inflammation, improve heart health, and even support brain health. However, it's important to note that more research is needed in these areas before we can make definitive claims. Of course, the question on many people's minds is intermittent fasting right for me? The answer is, it depends. While many people can safely adopt an intermittent fasting lifestyle, it's not for everyone. Individuals with certain medical conditions or those who are pregnant, breastfeeding, or trying to conceive should avoid intermittent fasting. Likewise, if you're under 18, have a history of eating disorders, or are underweight, it's best to steer clear. The same goes for those on medication that requires food intake. So, while intermittent fasting can offer numerous potential benefits, it's not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's essential to consider your personal health situation and goals, and to consult with a healthcare professional before making any significant changes to your eating patterns. In the end, the decision to try intermittent fasting comes down to your individual circumstances and health goals. If you're looking for a flexible and sustainable way to manage your weight and potentially improve your health, it could be worth exploring. Remember, it's always wise to consult a doctor before starting any new eating pattern. Your well-being is paramount, and it's essential to make informed decisions that support your health and happiness. Embarking on an IF journey doesn't mean jumping into the deep end. It's about taking it slow, being mindful, and finding what works best for you. Let's explore some ways to make intermittent fasting a sustainable and enjoyable part of your lifestyle. Firstly, ease into the process. It's not about going from 0 to a 24-hour fast in a single leap. Start by simply pushing breakfast a bit later or having dinner a bit earlier. Gradually increase your fasting window over a few weeks. This gives your body time to adjust and reduces the likelihood of feeling overwhelmed. Next, let's talk about mindful eating. During your eating windows, it's important to listen to your body and eat when you're genuinely hungry. Not just because the clock says it's time. Pay attention to what you're eating too. Opt for nutrient-dense foods that will fuel you well during your fasting periods. Remember, intermittent fasting is not an excuse to binge on junk food during your eating windows. Hydration is another crucial element. Water intake is not restricted during fasting periods. In fact, staying well hydrated can help curb hunger pangs and keep your energy levels up. Herbal teas and black coffee can also be consumed, but avoid sweeteners and creamers as they can break your fast. Now you might be wondering, how do I stay motivated during fasting periods, especially when boredom strikes? Well, it's all about keeping yourself engaged and occupied. Use this time to indulge in self-care routines, read a book, or take a walk. You could also use this time to learn something new, like a language or a musical instrument. The key is to find healthy distractions that keep your mind off food. Lastly, remember that intermittent fasting is not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's okay to experiment with different fasting schedules and eating windows to find what fits best with your lifestyle and makes you feel good. The perfect intermittent fasting schedule is the one that you can stick to consistently and enjoy. Remember, the goal is to find a sustainable and enjoyable eating pattern. It's not about punishing yourself or feeling deprived, it's about finding a balance that works for you, your body, and your goals. With patience, perseverance, and a little trial and error, you can make intermittent fasting work for you. Intermittent fasting is a tool, not a magic wand. It's a path to understanding your body's needs, to making mindful choices, and to embracing a healthier lifestyle. But don't be mistaken, it doesn't work in isolation. It's a piece of the puzzle, complementing an overall picture of balanced diet, regular physical activity, and mental well-being. Remember, weight loss isn't a race. It's a journey that you need to tailor to your pace, your needs, your life. As you navigate this path, it's important to focus on progress, not perfection. Celebrate the small victories, the extra energy, the better sleep, the clothes fitting a bit looser. Every step forward, no matter how small, is a step towards a healthier you. Building healthy habits is crucial for long-term success. It's not just about what you eat or when you eat, it's about how you treat your body every day. It's about nurturing a positive mindset, about learning to love yourself and your body. And you're not alone in this journey. There's strength in numbers, in shared experiences and encouragement. Seek out a supportive community, be it online or offline. Share your struggles, your triumphs, and your insights. Draw inspiration from others, and be an inspiration yourself. The journey of IF is about more than just weight loss, it's about cultivating a healthier lifestyle. Remember, it's not the destination but the journey that matters. Embrace the power of you. Let's recap what we've learned about intermittent fasting. It's not a fad, but a scientifically backed eating pattern with potential health and weight management benefits. You've got different methods to choose from, and it's all about finding what works for you. But remember, it's not a magic cure. It's a tool that, when combined with overall healthy lifestyle choices, can support sustainable weight loss. And most importantly, listen to your body and consult a doctor before starting. Remember, the power to make positive changes lies within you. Embrace it.